Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin. We are the WCN Interactive Team, business growth, marketing, and social media strategists, helping you
to dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
For that growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday at 12 noon on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we're here to share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
I am so excited about the show we had last week, and I've just been amazed the amount of feedback that we've been receiving. No, I shouldn't say I've been amazed. It's just been phenomenal. The messages, the emails, the phone calls, how much everyone enjoyed the topic that we spoke on last week. I shouldn't say spoke on, had a conversation on. Do you want to remind our audience, maybe they weren't with us last week, what we were talking about?
Well, we were just talking about ways to be noticed, building a little bit of expectation, building the suspense that goes along with the expectation. You know you're expecting something, and I related it a little bit to Christmas when I was a kid. You know, the expectation of getting up in the morning and seeing what was under the tree and what was in the and under the wrappers that were there, and just all the fun stuff, and you know, social media should be the same way.
Precisely, and that's why we're going to kind of carry on today with the conversation about expectations, and that is our theme word for 2017. And we shared last week that every year we choose a theme that we implement with all of our strategies for our business for the year. And that word, again, was expectation. And we shared why we chose it, what it means to us, how we expect it to work within our business this year, how we're going to implement it. And when I talk to so many of individuals at workshops or those that are in my training about what they expect with social media, they really don't have expectations. They just do it because they're told to do it.
Well, you know, that's what so many people say. You know, it's just do it. Just do it. Well, I'm here to say, if you're just doing it, stop it. Quit right now. You know, there's no reason to carry on. You've got to have a mission. You've got to have a purpose. You've got to have a plan. And the expectations drives your subconscious, which drives your results.
And that's why we're going to share today, you know, what do you expect? And share with you some tips on how to have different expectations with your social media and do things in a certain way so that you do start achieving what you desire, what you expect, and get the results that will help you move your business along. But first, want to remind everyone that we are on Facebook, and they can connect with us on So Social Radio Show, so you can continue the conversation. Give us a like. Let us know what topics you want to hear and have a conversation on. We are all about education, want to bring you what you want to learn. So definitely give us that big check mark and like us. But we also want to do a shout out to those of our sponsors and partners.
Absolutely so. You know, number one up is Toastmasters, and Nancy Hone is the regional director, and she just does such an amazing job of communicating and helping each Toastmaster unit to build leaders and develop really strong personalities that are out there. So, you know, if you want to find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills, visit Toastmasters, That's masters with an S, the letter D, 84.org. And Nancy will be glad to talk to you all about it. And a word of warning, she is passionate about it and is just a wonderful person.
And again, we will be having her on the show again soon. She had to change her schedule up a little bit. So we're getting ready to get her scheduled so we can have her back sharing all her knowledge and skills, and definitely help you with some networking.
Can't wait to get her back on.
I know, we will. It will be soon, I promise, within the next couple of weeks. Also, Constant Contact, an award-winning company empowering small businesses and nonprofits to grow and succeed through email marketing, is one of our partners. You can go to bit.ly/WCN free CTCT and get started growing your marketing list. And again, that's bit.ly/WCN free CTCT. Get a 60-day trial account. And if you want to take it to that next level, definitely connect with us on, again, Social Radio Show, and I'll give you a special code you can use to get 30% off of your first 3 months.
Yeah, and you remember, of all the entities and things that are on social media, email converts better to close sales than anything else on the internet. Just saying, you know.
Well, a lot of our listeners come to the Social Radio Show because every Wednesday morning I do send out that email with the theme of our show, as well as how they can connect with TalkNetworkRadio.com or download the free app. Again, you can go to your iPhone or your Android and download that free app, which is Talk Network Radio, and take us on the road and listen to us anywhere.
Absolutely. And Everything Brevard, a Brevard County, Florida community website, which really to me is a newspaper. And Tracy does a marvelous job of keeping up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard County, Florida. And also get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com. And you too can also learn how to be a social radio show guest. If you're an expertise in any of the social media sites, a business, have a business skill that you would love to have us help you showcase, be a, to definitely get the message out about how you can help others as well with their business marketing. Or if you want to be an advertiser, sponsor, or partner, visit socialradioshow.com and give us, connect with us there, and we'll have a conversation. And again, I'm still fighting these darn allergies. My voice is getting better, but keep on drinking the hot tea, lemon and honey and all that fun stuff. Just want to kind of let you know if you kind of hear a little scratchiness on my voice still. But we're so excited to be here again because of the conversation we're going to be having. But before we do get started talking about the expectations of social media, share with the audience, Richard, what exactly is social media and how did it start? How did it start? That's the amazing topic of what's there. That the social media thing, really people attribute it to the last 3 or 4 years, but really it began a long time ago on what was there, and with other sites that was out there predating LinkedIn and all these other things that are now out there. And probably LinkedIn was maybe not the first, but LinkedIn was one of the ones that really understood the process and really got it moving and going forward. So that was a humongous step forward from it. But really, social media has its roots back in 97, 98 is when it really first started coming up as other as other sites that were there. and it slowly began moving forward. And then later on, like I said, the first major one that hit was LinkedIn, and still is going strong today. And then Facebook came around in about 94 and started moving along from that statement. And it's just gotten bigger and better and stronger, where now today social media is basically a staple. I mean, more people probably get news from social media than they do radio or TV or anything else that's out there. I mean, I know that's where you and I first get the first inklings of what's happening. We may go to other mediums to get more detailed, more precise information, but it starts there because there's, millions of people on social media. And when we start looking at this, every one of us are just a piece of the puzzle, but a very important piece that moves everything along.
And, there are a number of social network sites out there. You mentioned a couple of them. And the thing you have to remember is you don't have to be on all of them. If your customer is not on a specific social site, I'm not saying don't be there, but you want to be spending time on the site where your audience is so that you can definitely connect with them. I'd say the top 5 social sites that are used by businesses today are Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. Now let's throw in some others. Snapchat.
Yep.
And YouTube is definitely.
YouTube is very strong.
And then, of course, there's still Vimeo is out there, blogs, and email marketing. So I named the top 5, and then others that you have to take a look at because, again, there are some of these sites that you want to use for exposure for yourself as well, and to help set yourself up as an expert in your industry. And that's really why you want to use social media. It's so important for your business or your nonprofit because it is how you can find new customers, supporters, how you can actually stay top of mind for your current ones and make others loyal and repeat customers by continually being out there in front of them with your marketing message and getting some engagement going, which is a conversation like we have here on our social radio show social radio show. On these pages and these networks, you want to be having a lot of interactivity.
Absolutely. It begins with first making a connection. So what happened in the middle of all that? You connected. It's no different. Online networking is no different than going to any other face-to-face networking through chambers, various leads groups, and community organizations. It's all about making a connection. But where social media has its humongous advantage is after you make that connection, you need to keep the relationship going. And so we go through there and we link everything together and how it all got brought about. And now you can stay connected. Now you can go in there and very simply, very easily say, hey, Joe, it was really great seeing you up at the Chamber Mixer the other night. I'd like to connect with you on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, so we can continue the conversation. Now you've opened the door. And once the door is open, they may not respond depending on where they're at and what they're looking for, but